Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is for you. Welcome back to a Division 2 video. It's Tuesday and Scout Week number 5 is here. So we're going to open up our map and we're going to manhunts. So opening up our map, manhunts, and you'll see Scout Week 5 will be here with some intel as well where we can find everything. When you collect all the intel, I hope you understand why I'm doing this. The drop is in Constitution Hall. So we now know that everything, all of the activities will be in Constitution Hall. And of course, every single activity has their hint jumping over to the first. And that will be activity number 1. And that will give us sensible intel located at the 072 097 117 110 116 101 and 100 house. So this is something that we need to figure out, and it is pretty easy as this is the hunted control point. As if we go over the map and we of course go for Constitution Hall, we have a few things. We have the nest, we have the Ivy Tunnel, but there's only one thing that's called the haunted house, with house in there. So even without us trying to figure out what those numbers are, you can already see that it is going to be the haunted house, as there's of course only one thing with house in this area, and the only thing we have to do is just take it over. And after you took it over, of course that little pop-up jumps on your screen, what means that we can go to activity number 2. And of course we have another hint, and this is a huge one, and you definitely need help with this one, as I was using a site that can just change a decimal code to text, as this, yes, is a decimal code. I went to the site Crypty, and this is what came out. So I of course put all of the numbers in there, and the text read: one enemy less through scope, one more notch to the rifle. So of course you think then with the progress bar that we have to take out 50 people with a rifle within Constitution Hall. And it's almost correct, but we have to take out 50 people with an MMR, with a marksman rifle, and not with a rifle. And then of course, make sure that you stay in Constitution Hall. You can do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. We don't have to take out a certain faction for this. It is just taking out 50 people with a marksman rifle. And a little tip in between, or a little bug in between, for me it did not count until I logged off and logged back in again. I thought I was doing something wrong, but if you log off and log back in again, those MMR kills will count for you if they of course are not counting for you directly. And whenever you've done that, of course, that little pop-up jumps on your screen and we can jump over to our last activity. And then again, this will be partly in a decimal code. The only thing that shows us is patrol in, and then the last word, hall. We already know about Constitution Hall, and there is patrol in. So we can make an educated guess. And this also, of course, shows up as a progress bar of 0 of 3. And that's why I said we can make an educated guess that we need to complete 3 activities within Constitution Hall. And whenever we take all of these numbers through the decimal to text translator, it will say recon patrol in Constitution Hall. But we already made the right educated guess. Yes, we need to take over 3 different activities within Constitution Hall. When you did that, yes sir, you have completed Scout Week number 5. And that's pretty much it. A little longer video because I wanted to explain to you how I got these answers. I had a lot of questions before when we had the different codes. So here it is. This is how I fixed it. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much for sticking until the end. Like the video if you liked the video or helped you out in any way or form. And of course, if you're new here and or you want to be updated by the Division 2, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And I will see you in the next one. Pure Prime out.